Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you. Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching Centex Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back into Centex Primetime. Jalen, Gillis, your host, still here as we're getting closer to hour number 2 here of the show today. Want to thank everybody for tuning in with us and watching today, as we've had a few topics we talked about here today. Still joined by Mr. Wayne Walker in the building with us. Had a couple technical difficulties, but we'll get it right. Starting this time, we've got the head coach of University High School football right here with us, Coach Charles Foster in the building. Coach Foster, what is going on?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Just here, second day on the job.
Yeah.
A lot of support. I'm excited to get the thing rolling. I appreciate y'all for inviting me out, man. Pretty awesome.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem, Coach. We've been talking a little bit off camera and getting the feel for how your team is going to be. First off, I want to say I'm excited for this next season coming up with you being the head coach of University football. Tell us a little bit about your journey getting to University here to now being the head coach of University head coach football.
Well, I grew up in, big city of bright lights, Cameron, Texas. It's about 50 miles south of Waco.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up there, played a lot of sports, football, of course, powerlifting, track. I did golf, but it wasn't my folks told me not to do golf. But after that, I received my diploma, and I went to University of Houston, played football 4 years there under Coach Browse, coach here at Baylor, of course, and Kevin Sumlin. Coach that after I did that, I played there 4 years of pretty cool games I played in. At UCLA, I was able to go to the Rose Bowl. That's probably the best place I've ever been. Memphis, Texas Tech, a lot of places I was able to visit and take a lot of gyms. After that, I went to Stephen F. Austin, worked on my master's. I had a buddy come up to me and said, I need to be a coach. And I told him, no, I don't want to do that. I want to. He kept pushing me to be a coach, and all of a sudden, here I am. First year coach at Nacogdoches at the age of 21. Crazy, but it worked out well. I had multiple stops. Belleville, also went to Navasota, Glen Park, Copper Cove. Now I went to Bryan High. Guy named KJ Aaron Johnson hit me up. Said, hey, you need to be my DC. What? He's like, you need to be my DC. I wasn't even thinking. Sure? He's like, yeah, man, you'll be good for the program. Kids will like you. But took a leap of faith. I'll go. That was his first head coaching.
Yeah.
I went to university with KJ, and ever since then, man, and ball's been rolling. And of course, left, go to Baylor, but I also opened the opportunity. Everything. This community is great. The administration is great. Players, of course, student athletes, great, and also the whole schoolhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The schoolhouse is very supportive, and it's really one big family. I can't thank them. Ever since then, man, like I said, we had great accomplishments. Last 2 years, 7+ wins, back-to-back most since 1995 and 1996. I think that's when LT was playing, correct? 95, 96.
Right. Yeah.
That's the most wins they had back-to-back years since LT was playing. We can hang our hat on that. 3 consecutive years. I know Coach Lash was there before KJ. They made the playoffs. It's been a while since we've done that as well. A lot of good things happen at university, but not just football, but across all the sports. I like this. Put them all on baseball. They're in the playoffs first time in 12 years.
Yeah.
Softball's doing good. They clinched the spot. I think all major sports made the playoffs first time since it's been a while. I think Kyle Chapman, 40 years.
Yeah,
wow.
No doubt.
There's a lot of good things happening.
Oh yeah,
a lot of great things. First of all, Coach, congratulations,
Thank
you've been a part of that transformation where they wasn't so successful to becoming
Correct.
successful, and like you said, you've been to the playoffs.
Right.
So now, how do you get over that hump to not just go to the playoffs, but
Right.
get that first win in the playoffs and continue to get better in your craft in football. And like you said, in every sport,
Right.
University
Right.
has been successful this year. And like I said, you've been a big part of that transformation. But how do you get over that hump and start to win playoff games?
Yeah.
I think this off season we had a really good performance and strength, and also in maxes, also conditioning. We got over the hump with that. All the numbers improved. I think we had over 40 kids that squat over 300.
Yeah.
Over about 20 kids that squat over 400. We had
where it
about
starts at.
that's where it starts.
That's
Yeah,
where it starts.
and then about 10 plus that squat 500. So so the weight rooms really starts because you gotta be physical. You know, you got teams like Fort Bend Marshall, Richard and Randall, who one state, and then you also have Iowa Colonies coming out. It's a tough by district, but we're doing a lot of things that's going to build us up to take control of that, and also we are going both ways on the ball.
Yeah.
London Smith will be playing defense.
yeah.
Jeremiah Green, Ron
I mean,
Dick.
it's your
We
best
will
attribute.
go
It's your
both
best
ways.
attribute.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I know all the kids are excited about you being a
Right.
coach.
Yeah.
And me being a former football player myself, if I'm excited about a coach, that means I'm gonna play hard for a coach.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of coaches that talk, and you hear them,
Right.
but it's a lot of coaches that they talk and you listen to. 'em.
Right.
And I think you're one of those coaches that they listen to. So I think that's great because I know even from myself, hearing kids talk about you and we're hoping that you get the job even before you got it.
Right.
So that means they're excited about you. So I think they'll play hard for you.
Absolutely. And then we have 4 core values we go by: accountability, integrity, confidence, and commitment. And that's how we get those kids to buy in. We always tell them at the very end, like, name a core value. What does it mean? And we do it at the end of every day. And these kids are, they bought in, man. It's a great group of kids, man.
It's a really great group of kids, and what you guys been able to accomplish just in these last couple of years, man, I think it's been phenomenal for this university program. Like you said, moving up higher and higher each time now, trying to get over that hump of getting into the playoffs. First, Coach, what is some of those things now that, you guys know better than me. Now these guys got some playoff experience going in now. It's not going to be we're just trying to get to the playoffs and get there. Now you're trying to go in and win these games into the playoffs. How is that experience from the last couple of years going to help you guys be able to get over that hump, like Wayne said, in the playoffs?
Yeah. So the thing is, we have 8 returning on offense and 7 returning on defense. So we got a lot of senior leadership that's going to be there, and those kids know. Like the last 2 years, most of those kids has played. So having that playing experience, and that will help them to be able to get over that hump, and also to get back of all the teams we tough losses too.
Yeah.
Shoemaker at the very end, Brian Rudder at the very end. That was a nail biter. And then, of course, we got, Circle on the calendar for Brenham. Brenham's a very, very powerful team. They're, really good all around. But, we're going to be excited, because that was a district championship game basically last year.
Right.
When we went to their place, they blacked out the whole thing, backed it out. We have one of the best running backs in the nation, Jacoby Dixon, and we're looking forward to that. We want to win game 1, but after that, we're going to circle
continue.
that. Yeah.
And that's the thing about success. I mean, and when you go to the playoffs and you have that many returning players coming back, like you said, it leaves a bad taste in their mouth.
It does.
So they have to be hungry as players and
Right.
say, hey, and hey, I don't want to go out. We're going to win this game.
Yeah. We want to create a legacy.
Having those
Absolutely.
returning
Yeah.
guys come back, it'll help a lot because those guys, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Once you lose and you've been used to winning and you used to being successful,
Right.
you want to continue. So now
Absolutely.
so they'll help you find a way to get over that hump.
Yeah, and they can also be leaders to the younger guys that are coming up,
yes.
the holes that we have to fill, which they have been. I mean, it's crazy. Like sometimes I look at my watch, I'm like, golly, what time is it? Those guys are running routes and doing drills on the field. Coach, 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. I'm like, all right, man, Lakers played late or whatever like that. I guess, I mean, like my favorite player is not in the playoffs, Chris Paul. I know y'all talking about NBA. not to get off track, but CP3 is one of my best favorite basketball players.
Oh,
and
yeah, for sure.
they didn't make the playoffs, so I said, you know what, I'll stay a little bit later. Watch you guys. So yeah,
definitely.
but their work ethic is it's crazy. They want to be great. There's a lot of kids that want to play at the next level, and I'm also a recruiting coordinator that I did the last 2 years, and to get them out, push them out, NAIA, D3, D2, D1. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if you want to play the next level, I'm going to do my best to get you there. So.
And that's when it starts. Everybody thinks football season starts when football season starts.
No.
Football season starts in our season.
It does.
You know, that's when
does.
you go out and you work on the things that make you better and you get stronger, you get faster.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The weaknesses that you had the prior year, you start to work on those things. So that's when you go out and become a football player. So
365. It's not just in,
365,
it's not just in the fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Champions are made in the off season, as they say. You know what I mean?
No
So
doubt about it.
yeah.
No doubt about it,
Coach, you talked a little bit about London Smith, and obviously one of the highest recruited players,
Right.
not just in the city but in the state of Texas as well. But you guys got a lot of studs on this team.
We do.
It's not just Smith. It's a lot of guys out there, and multiple guys with D1 offers. One of the
Absolutely.
guys we talked about off the cam is your quarterback, man. I watched him from the first game of the season to the end of the season. I feel like he made a lot of leaps and bounds as far as his play and his decision making. And young Seavoy Nichols, talk a little bit about how he's not only taking on that role as just being a quarterback, but both you guys know the quarterback comes with leadership as well.
Absolutely.
You have to be a leader of men to go out there and talk about his growth and development over just the last year.
Yeah. My first year meeting Savoy as a freshman, very quiet kid. He's just trying to find his role, and he's always asking questions to get better. But that second year, he took a big leap. The guys, talking to offensive lineman, wants to meet with the O-line, wants to do extra work afterwards. He's a vocal leader in the weight room, and the kids just all around. He's going to be special. I mean, he has an offer from Midwestern State, but to be honest, Midwestern State is like getting a D1 offer because the transfer portal has like 2,000 kids in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but
the scope of college sports have changed.
It's changed completely.
Yeah. There will be more that come in from him, but that first offer right there, that's when everything starts rolling. But Savoy is going to be something special. And, I'm pushing his information out. He's big on Twitter. And whoever gets him is going to have a gem right there. They're going to have he's 6'5", 195. I mean, he can fill out to 210, 220.
He's going to fill out.
He's going to fill out.
I'm a good friend of his father.
Yeah. Really good guy.
He's been pushing him since, he was about 6 years old.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And Savoy's a great kid, very respectful kid. And like you say, he's going to be a leader. And I think it's great things to come from Seavoy.
And it's crazy. He's going to be a junior next year.
That's the crazy part
It
about
seems like he's already been in high school for 4 or 5 years. So, I mean, it's just like London.
I forgot he was coming back for the senior year.
Yeah.
Everybody's had their eyes on him since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
So he's been playing a long time, and that experience means a lot, man. And,
it does.
It means so much as a football player because at that point, you like you say, you start to realize and figure out the game a little bit better.
Right.
As a receiver, and I'm a receiver, punt return guy. So you begin to know how to run routes. You know how to get over. You know how to get, So experience means a lot. And then having those guys come back for another year with gaining that varsity experience, man, it means a whole lot. Instead of having guys come in and you'll have to fill in some spots, but you have leaders all over if you got 7 and 7 coming back.
It's incredible, man. Like I said, thanks, KJ, but it's a new era. It's a new era. It's my era. Yeah. So I appreciate all he's done, but it's time to take it off. So I'm excited about that, man. This, like I said, 6 Division I players. I want to make it more. I want this to be the hot spot for all the recruits when they come by. So every time recruits come by, I know Oklahoma, Alabama, Angelo State, and I think Northwestern's coming by, and Texas, A&M, they're coming by. They're all coming by. So I just want them to know, like, hey, there's talent in Waco. Not just, at Waco University, but Waco High, there's Conley, La Vega, Robinson. I mean, I can go on Midway. I can go on, but there's talent in Waco. And,
for sure.
It needs to be recognized, So
Definitely.
Whatever I can do to push kids out, I'll push them out, so.
Y'all been doing a great job of doing that. I feel like definitely since in you guys' tenure of being there the last few years.
Right.
Coach, like you guys just talked about, the work is done in the offseason.
Absolutely.
This is your first offseason going in as the head coach now.
Right.
You're trying to set the tone and set the standard for the 2025 season.
Right.
What are those things that you are going to be instilling and locking in this team for you guys to have that successful 2025 season?
So first thing in offseason, we do classroom work. Okay, before we even touch a weight, before we go outside, throw the football around, we go over our 4 core values. It's accountability, integrity, commitment, and confidence. And, we give definitions of it, and we show videos like Damian Lillard talking about confidence. I mean, we just try to translate it to show them, like, what these core values would really mean. And they need to master that before we even touch a weight. So after we do that, of course, we go in the weight room. We got to be physical, more physical. Because Fort Bend Marshall, we came out on the field, we're like, man, these kids are big.
Yeah.
So we got to up the weights and everything like that. So like I said, 300-pound squatter. Then we had about 40 of them. And then we had about 20 400-pound squatters and about 10 500-pound squatters. So it starts in the weight room to translate it on the field. And those guys have been working hard, man.
Yeah.
We go in the weight room, it's a party. It's not like, we're blowing the whistle, first band, first set. No, it's we're playing the music so loud that you cannot hear yourself talking. The kids dancing, enjoying the vibe. I don't know what they're saying in the rap song. It's clean, by the way. The music is clean, but I don't know what they're saying. But whatever gets them on, yeah. NBA clean, young boy, yeah.
You play college football.
Absolutely, I know how it is. So, I'll do whatever to relate to the kids and make sure they buy in. And our goal is to, not just, make it to the playoffs, but win district, and then also, beat the by district, Fort Bend Marshall, the Iowa Colony, and Richmond Randall guys. But our eyes are on the goal for the first round game. But I'm sorry, not first round, the first game against Keller Central. But there's some games that circled on there.
And which is great because at university the expectations used to be to win a game.
That's crazy.
Just to win one game.
Yeah.
Now the expectations is. Not just the playoffs, but to win a game in the playoffs and to move forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. Chase a gold ball. Every playoff win you get a gold ball, put it in trophy case.
Yeah. So man, that's great, man. Yeah. I think you're going to do great. I think that University is one of those teams that we'll be talking about throughout the season.
Right.
And it's a testament to the work that you put in and what y'all build over there.
Right, absolutely.
Definitely. Coach, I appreciate you giving us a stop over here, coming in and chatting with us, and we're definitely going to be tuned in to University. We both we went to a few University games last year, so we'll be at a few more of them again.
Y'all need
this
to come
year.
out, man. And also, the Trojan football alumni, they're always welcome. If they want to watch a practice, they can reach out to me or my secretary, and their doors are open because they laid the foundation, and I want them to come back. I want them to see what strides we take. So
you have a huge following.
Yeah.
And they told me once a dog, always a new dog. They are passionate about University, all of the people that went there. I'm a Jefferson Moore line.
Right.
And I used to pounce on them a little bit. But University, and they have such passionate former students and former football players.
They're always welcome. So, and I mean it. I truly mean it. So,
Well, Coach, I appreciate you giving us a chance to stop by and talk to you. Absolutely. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to do this some more throughout the season and the offseason as well. We'll get a chance to check in with you.
I can come by, drop by 20 minutes and talk for a week. Each week the opponents would.
Most definitely.
Just give me a call, man. I'm here.
Yeah. So we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, folks. That is Coach Charles Foster, the brand new head coach of University Trojan football, right over there in South Waco. Like Wayne said, once a dog, always a U-Dog. I know it's a lot of U-Dogs on here that watch with us, so y'all got a good one here, and we're going to be supporting throughout the rest of the season. Folks, we're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll wrap up here on the show, and we'll talk some more about the NFL draft that takes place tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more NBA playoffs here, so stay tuned. Stay locked in right here on Centex Primetime. We'll be right back after this short break.